It is Electric Picnic 2013. That is My Bloody Valentine making noise in the background, and this is Norman Cook, Fatboy Slim. Welcome back. We're trying to figure out how many years is it since you've been?
Well, you just told me it was 7, so I'm going for 7.
Was it 7?
Earlier on, I did think maybe it was the first one, because it's the 10th this year, isn't it? I was thinking maybe I'll be invited back because it was the 10th, but I'm about 3 years out, as per usual.
Well, the interview that we did was you essentially interviewing Wayne Coyne from Flaming Lips. Myself and my co-presenter at the time were like just sitting there going, well, they have the mics, we just leave them to it.
Yeah, I was young and excitable in those days. And yeah, that interview and then joining the Flaming Lips on stage dressed as a tiger. So that's about the last thing I remember from the last Electric Picnic.
Okay, I was about to say, is that...
I'm assuming I played later on that night.
I vaguely remember hopping around the place to some tunes you were playing. Can I just take you back to 97, 98, 99, those crazy, crazy years when things really exploded for you. Did you have any idea of what was about to happen when you released that album and those songs?
No, I didn't. Personally, I kind of thought I was at the twilight of my career because I'd already had quite a healthy career before that. So that was kind of exciting. What I really didn't understand was where DJ culture could go and where dance music, because at that point we were just getting onto like main stages at festivals or they're having a mega dance tent. But if you see what's been going on the last 3 years, it's kind of echoing that. It's like another like quantum leap in where the DJ can go. And in those days, it was inconceivable that we'd be where we are today.
It's kind of things are not repeating themselves, but yeah, I know what you mean. In that sense, have you, like you've obviously inspired people over the years, have any of those people that you've possibly influenced, have they kind of inspired you in return in any cases?
Yeah. I think probably because I'm not making so much music, it's not musically, it's seeing them DJ and they've kind of taken the mantle of how far you can make a DJ show. Because in those days, I keep remembering shows where like big shows that I did, and I'm like thinking, what production did we have there? It was like nothing. It was just a table with the record decks on it and me playing records. Now everybody's taken up the step. Technology's allowed us to do like audio-visual extravaganzas, and we now can make it a proper sort of rock and roll show. But in those days, it was fairly. I mean, the really big beach boutique that we did in Brighton. There was no production. We had 2 searchlights and a stage.
Was that not terrifying?
In those days, it didn't seem to matter. If I had to play to an audience that big without my backup and my video and my lasers and stuff like that, I'd feel very naked.
Well, what about now? What about tonight? Would this type of thing, would you have any kind of sort of butterflies going on stage?
10 years ago, I'd been drunk as a skunk, so I wouldn't really, nerves wouldn't really enter into it. No, in those days, like you said, it was a roller coaster of like, how far can we push this? How much can we take the piss? How, leaping around, thinking I own the place, gate crashing other people's interviews. So
it was legendary. I don't use that word often.
Yeah, there was a feeling that I was on a kind of roller coaster, and I've kind of got off that roller coaster now. And now it's more, I'm kind of on a long, sort of slow thing, rather than kind of the ups and downs and the loop-the-loops. I'm just going at a long, slow, slightly accelerating speed.
So are you a greatest hits artist now?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I don't know, because I've just kind of got a new record out, which we just decided I'm going to start with tonight, and that's quite a big thing for me to start with my new big track, which hasn't been known for a few years. No, I mean, rather than greatest hits, I'm now a DJ rather than a producer, artist, stroke DJ. I'm a DJ first and foremost, and so you just play the big tunes, you play the big party tunes, and I don't play too much of the sort of commercial EDM stuff, but I'm kind of a party DJ, so you're always playing everybody's greatest hits. Not necessarily your own, and definitely not just your own.
Brilliant. Well, look, it's a pleasure to see you again, and it's great to have you back at Electric Picnic. 10 years of Electric Picnic, and 7 or 8 years or something since Fatboy Slim has been here, and you're back. Great to see you.
Much water under the bridge, and a happy 10th birthday.